Hey guys, welcome back to Wise Guys Garage. In my most recent video about the Toyota Celica 2GR engine swap, I got a couple questions on how the CV axles work. So in today's video I want to address those questions and how you can make your own custom CV axles at home and possibly for other swaps besides the Toyota Celica. So without further ado, let's get started. So before I get into any of the nitty-gritty details on what's involved in order to combine CV axles and whatnot, I do want to address that I tried this on a 1998 Toyota Celica, and the examples I'm going to be using are for that said car. Now, this could be utilized in other manufacturers, maybe outside of Toyota, maybe like on the Honda realm or even Mazda or Ford. So without further ado, let's get into it. For future reference in this video, this is an entire CV axle broken down. Here we have the portion where the transmission side would go. This part right here is going to be the tripod. This is your CV axle boot on the inner side. This is the actual axle shaft. Then there's going to be another CV joint that goes in this portion, and then this side goes to the outside of the car or the wheel hub. All right, so now that you've got a basic understanding about the inboard splines, outboard splines, let me run you down on what my thought process was in order to make these axles work for the Toyota Celica. This is the entire drivetrain in the Toyota Celica. The parts shown here are the ones that were left over from actually doing the swap, and I'm just using these as basically a frame of reference. Now the brand utilized is going to be either TRAKMOTIVE or GSP. Found out that they actually will both work between the two of them. Now the reason why you have to use their stuff is this tripod right here happens to be the same size between the different year of axles that we're going to be using, as well as between the two different brands and whatnot. Now when I refer to these parts, I'm going to say the V6 Camry, and what the V6 Camry is going to be a Gen 6 Camry from 2007 to 2011. So let's get started on the driver's side. Right here is going to be from a V6 Camry or a 6th gen Camry from 2007 to 2011, and this part is going to be the part that goes into the transmission. This is going to be the transmission for a frame of reference. It's just a differential from an EB62. The outer portion here is going to be from the 6th gen Celica, and that part you have to use the Celica one because the splines are different and the flanges are different. Now Toyota, in my case, they've only really seen two different sizes on the spline count for a front wheel drive application. That's either the 30 spline or the 28 spline. 30 spline is that big boy right there. 28 spline is like that one right there. One thing that's actually kind of unique is Toyota in the U-Series transmissions, they utilize the same exact input splines on the differential as the E-Series. For here, again, this is going to be the V6 Camry portion here, and this is the exact same length between the 6th gen Celica and the Camry. We really only had to swap it because of this portion and this portion are a little bit different. And then you're just going to slide that into the Celica axle on the outboard portion, and then you have that set up good to go to be on the wheel side of the Celica. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I wanted to keep the video short and sweet, so let's do a quick review on how this came to be. We have the axles overall. It's going to be starting from the driver's side, and it's going to be Celica, Camry, transmission, Camry, then the Celica on the outside, on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, one thing to keep in mind, again, you have to use the GSP or the TRAKMOTIVE axles. I'm not sure if this is going to work for your Honda or your Chevy or your Mazda swaps, but I can say on the Toyotas, since they only really changed that tripod only a few times in sizes, this could possibly be working for other different vehicle swaps. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe to get some updates on the MR2 or the Toyota Celica, and I'll see you in the next one.